Just over 1 hour before the grand royal procession at Ascot, whispers rippled, and then a bombshell: Princess Kate, expected to ride alongside King Charles, Queen Camilla, and Prince William, would not appear after all. No prior alert. No official heads-up. A last-minute switch that left the palace buzzing and the world wondering. You're about to witness how a single decision, made in private, sent shockwaves through one of the most iconic royal stages. It's June 18, 2025. Just days after shining at Trooping the Colour in the Garter service, the Princess of Wales, fresh from announcing she is in remission following a tough fight with cancer, was poised for a triumphant return at Royal Ascot. Following chemotherapy from early 2024 and going public with her remission in January, Kate had been carefully rebuilding her public presence. On the morning of Ascot, the palace circulated a carriage list naming Kate in the second coach. Royal watchers buzzed. It was everything. Tradition, spectacle, return until blank. A sudden removal. Dodged notifications. A scramble within the palace walls. Staff reported confusion, whispers of panic as aides anxiously grasped for answers. Prince William stepped out solo, shuffling into the first carriage. Eyes widened. Questions exploded. Why the abrupt change? What had forced her absence? Fatigue, discretion, something more? Insiders shared that Kate was simply exhausted after the whirlwind of engagements. A friend clarified, this wasn't drama, it was a conscious, balanced decision, essential to her ongoing recovery. But while the palace echoed calm, staff were reportedly left bewildered and worried, the sudden notice eerily reminiscent of last year's health blackout. Though Kate stayed away, the show must go on. William rode on. He appeared with King Charles, Queen Camilla, Prince Saud of Saudi Arabia, and that day, he stood alone to award the Prince of Wales Stakes trophy. A moment of duty, but one undeniably tinged with personal weight. The UK press moved swiftly to align with the palace's messaging. This was a prudent step and a careful comeback, not a crisis. Yet the optics remained raw: pictures of Kate's empty seat, William's solitary carriage, family swirling around them, commentary calling the move controversial and an unusual royal curveball, but always balanced with empathy for her journey. Beyond Ascot, this moment signals a new era, one where the royals, especially the Princess of Wales, must juggle public expectation with the reality of recovery. It raises compelling questions: how much do they owe us? How much should we demand before compassion? And most intriguingly, what came to define this day: disappointment or defiance? As Kate continues crafting her comeback, Ascot stands as a vivid flashpoint, a story of royal duty, personal limits, and human grace unfolding beneath the pomp. Here's your takeaway: a last-minute withdrawal on one of the grandest stages didn't break the ceremony, it changed it, adding a layer of authenticity to a world often coded in calculated perfection. Royalty is rewriting its script, and today, Ascot became a chapter in that evolving narrative. Thanks for watching. Let us know, do you see strength in her choice, or do you think the palace misfired? Share your thoughts below. Royal appearances aren't just tradition, they're choreography. And Kate Middleton, ever poised and composed, had become a symbol of continuity. But when the image no longer aligns with the personal, choices must be made. And this time, the choice was clear: protect the woman, not the role. Sources close to the family insist, this isn't a retreat, it's a recalibration. A deliberate, careful path to healing, not a sign of fragility. Social media ignited. Supporters praised her strength. Others questioned the communication lapse. Why announce a royal appearance if the plans weren't firm? Why let the public read the carriage list, only to remove her at the last moment? Even without blame, there's tension. In the era of transparency, the public expects clarity. But the firm, ever traditional, rarely shows its seams. Royal watchers debated, was this a quiet act of rebellion from Kate, choosing peace over pressure? Or was it simply a matter of well-being in flux? What often gets lost in the protocol is the person. Behind the tiaras and official carriages is a mother, a wife, a woman managing remission and rebuilding resilience. And in choosing not to attend Ascot, Kate may have made the most human and royal decision possible. For years, she's embodied grace under scrutiny. But in this moment, her silence became her strongest message: I am healing, and that is enough. Prince William carried the weight of both presence and absence. A solo entrance, a quiet nod to responsibility without the usual shoulder at his side. But insiders say he supported the decision entirely, prioritizing Kate's health over ceremony. In a family known for stoicism, this was a rare glimpse of adaptability and compassion. Maybe this is the beginning of a new rhythm, one where the monarchy allows space for humanness, where the duty above all mantra meets reality. In a world hungry for authentic leadership, Kate's gentle withdrawal may represent strength, not scandal. A monarchy that breathes. That pauses. That evolves. It was just a seat. Just a carriage. But it carried more weight than any jewel-studded crown that day. An empty seat that became a symbol of transition, of health, of choosing the quiet moment over the loud parade. As the sun set on Royal Ascot, the fanfare faded, but the message remained: sometimes, the most powerful presence is the one that knows when not to show up.